Hi guys, welcome to your Monday's episode of the Ruck Off, episode 11, with me and Stephen. Today, we're just going to be having a chat.
Like always, I love a chat. Elliot, you know me. You know I love a chat. I know you get to do a lot of the talking on this, but I think it's my time to actually start speaking.
Yeah, I just got to hold back.
New haircut. What's the getting?
Oh, you've had a haircut. Oh,
obviously since we started getting big, I've been getting noticed in like town. I've been asking like photos, so you know what it's like, mate. It's hard, isn't it? When not surprised if big companies want to start doing adverts like Giacomo. Why is that the first company that came to my head? Giacomo, if you're interested, I'll do it. But how should we start?
Haven't you already had a company come to you about trimming?
Yes, yeah. I reckon you should take it up, or take it down. What's up?
I don't know how it's gonna go down.
Yeah,
that was a really good pun there.
I reckon we should stop beating around the bush and.
Right,
okay, basically.
Swiftly moving on.
It's 2-1 to Elliot now. I'm on the comeback. I'm going to win again. So the teams we've gone for this week are Celebrity 15s. And this is very, very funny because Elliot probably won't be able to say his 15 without just dying of laughter.
They are brilliant. Should we go front row?
Yeah, you name the front row and then I'll name my front row.
Okay. So I've gone for Donald Trump, Nigel Farage and Boris Johnson. Nigel Farage, cement them two together.
Yeah. And I've gone for Gemma Collins and Lizzo as my props. Obviously, big girls, though no one's pushing the back. And then I've got little Russell from Up, the hooker, because I know he just loves an adventure. So he'll find himself in those malls. But I think that's a solid front row. I don't think anyone's moving that. Seconds?
I've gone for Kobe Bryant and Usain Bolt.
How come?
Tall.
Cheers, mate. I like to play second row. Tall. Mine are Peter Crouch, obviously, because he's lanky, and Stephen Merchant, because he's tall. Scary a bit. His eyes creep me out, but I think that's a pretty solid line-out system. Peter Crouch will obviously lead the line-out, get thrown up, probably hit his head on the stadium roof or whatever. Back row.
I've gone for Gordon Ramsay, adding that bit of hardness up front. Chris Hemsworth, pure athlete, and then Ruck, because he's big.
Yeah, I've gone for Matt Damon. 6. I don't know why people say his name like that. 7, I've gone Tom Cruise. And number 8, I've gone Jason Momoa. He's just, he's the heartthrob of the team. That's my reasoning. Halfbacks.
I've gone for Tom Holland, short, nippy, agile. And then Freddie Flintoff. Intelligent. He knows where he's going.
My scrum off is Warwick Davis. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've gone scrum off Warwick Davis. I can say this. Like, low to the ground, so he's could easily pass the ball. That's bad. Should we move on to a fly off before everyone comes for me? Yeah. Then at fly off, we've got Louis Walsh. Obviously, loves a boy band, so he can boss the forwards around.
I think you've got to do an impersonation because you did a really good one before we started.
That's the wrong. I'm on about Louis Walsh. The X Factor guy. You look like a pop star. He's a pop star. You are a pop star.
That was
good.
That was brilliant.
Yeah,
honestly.
Obviously, and do you know what? It'll take us to number 1. Pun intended. We needed like a pun counter there. Pun counter.
Yeah.
Thank you. Elliot won't do that, so he's just making me look stupid by just doing this.
I'll put something else there.
Wingers. That gives you back 3, so 11, 14, 15.
I've gone for Zaina. Is it Zaina? Zendaya. Yeah. Hannah Montana and Kevin Hart at fullback.
I like it. Specifically Hannah Montana, not Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, Hannah Montana.
It's weird because I always think they look similar, but it must just be me.
No, totally two different people.
I've gone for Louis Spence obviously he'll just run around and go, dance and dance. Oh, this is not going to end well for me this episode. And then the other wing, I've got Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, though. So when he's got the ball, everyone's like, run, Forrest. I think that's a good one. And a fullback, I've got Philip Schofield. I think he'll do well from behind, like controlling everyone in front of him. Moving on, centres.
I've gone for Tom Hardy, and I've gone for Daniel Craig, 13.
Oh, solid. I've gone for Idris Elba at 12. Just a big lad. He'll run over people. And Jamie Redknapp, I see him more as like a Henry Slade. Bit of footwork. Good looking guy. And then my coach is Carl Pilkington.
And I've gone for Dame Judi Dench.
How come you didn't go for the obviously very famous Korean dictator?
Because I think we would get cancelled.
Yeah, probably already have, mate. And Mike, who's your captain?
Captain, yeah. I'm going to go for Gordon Ramsay.
Like it. I'm going to go for Warwick Davis at 9. I think he's got a bit of attitude about him. I see him as more like a stringer. Do you remember Stringer for Ireland?
Yeah.
Picking on the big. But yeah, and then obviously Elliot's going to put these teams up and the socials, and we will see who wins. And it'll probably be me because everyone loves my team. But moving on, Elliot. I think we've been recording for like 10 minutes, and I think we already ran out of stuff to say. So,
we just got rid of the name of the episode.
DMP won yesterday. We don't really talk. To be fair, I like how this was meant to be a pure rugby chat podcast, and then we've got like 10 episodes in, and we're just like, rugby. Well, obviously, I think because obviously we've got this following, people. I think that people care about my opinion. So, for anyone listening, keep boosting my ego. I like it. But Elliot, DMP won yesterday.
You did.
After all the times that we've been reviewing the women's games, every time DMP 70 points on them. The time we don't review any games, they win. So I think we just should stop. But congratulations to them. Obviously, the big women's game yesterday was, for me anyway, which I watched, was Loughborough Sarries. Loughborough started well. Bryony at hooker scored 3. So it's quite a common theme. So obviously, Lark Davis normally plays hooker for Loughborough. It's one of the top try scorers in the league. And then Bryony comes and scores a hat-trick as well. So they're obviously the maul. Whoever runs the maul at Loughborough is obviously doing a good job. But Saracens came through at the end. Obviously playing Chantel Meal. I don't know. I can't say her last name. She played tennis normally at 12 or 13. Because obviously Zoe Harrison, Holly Aitchison, and I think some others are out. So she had to step in. She did quite a good job. Anything from you? Or shall I just keep talking?
No, I was watching that game yesterday, and it was really good advert for the women's game. I think, especially because tries galore. You had Loughborough in the first half, pinning Saracens back. Such a young side coming out. It was just an incredible game, really.
Talking about Saracens, our friend of the podcast, we can say friend of the podcast, CC, she will be taking over the Instagram next Thursday after.
It's week on Thursday.
So you're seeing this. That's the big reveal. We'll put that on. We'll put a big thing on Instagram. She's going to take it over and she's going to show us a day in the life of a Saracens player. So that'll be really interesting to see. So make sure you follow our socials to see that.
And interact as well. If she asks any questions, interact, get some info on what it's actually like to be a day in the life of an athlete.
Exactly. Obviously, we could probably do a day in the life of me as an athlete. So I'm obviously a top tier athlete. But my waking up at 4 a.m, going on a few mile run, eating clean, going to the gym, meditating. I don't think everyone wants to see that. So, do they?
No, you've done a lot of. You've just been these last 3 days. You've not gone to the club and got absolutely wasted. You've stayed at home. You've gone to the gym. I did the funny story.
I went to the gym yesterday. I literally went there for 20 minutes and went home. I was just, I can't do it.
Go to the pub straight after.
Yeah, yeah. I can't. You can't help it, can you? Really, when it's calling, it's calling. But rugby yesterday, Exeter Wasps, HAAWK. That sounds really weird me saying that, doesn't it? Yeah.
Please try up though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that sprint through that pace. We'll definitely put that on the Instagram because that was a really good try.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to work rate. I think I saw a tweet that said, like, if you'd search the word work rate in the dictionary, the picture of Stuart Hogg would show.
Definitely a Lions call up, I think.
Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed starter. He's start for there's no fullback. Oh, could I say in the world? As good as, I don't know, in the world. Depends where you play Bone and Barrett. Hogg's a better fullback than Bone and Barrett. Bone and Barrett's a better player than Hogg, but no. I don't know. Hogg will start. We'll do a proper Lions episode soon. We'll get a guest on. Talking about our podcast, we had recorded our last episode we recorded was with John, Joe, and Matty. I think it was actually a really interesting episode. If we just cover that quickly. So obviously I had a message. I'm not obviously naming, I put it on the story without showing who it was, just basically just saying how much our podcast and other people hear other people talk helps him. I think, as we said, like, we don't want this podcast for money, for clout or anything. We just want to, obviously, if we can help somebody or just give someone pretty much like an hour break, a half an hour break Mondays and Wednesdays just from their life to listen to us just waffle. I guess that's the main thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It's honestly, when I was literally in bed looking for my phone, got a notification and read it. It was, it's incredible to know that, we put time and effort into the videos, and to be able to get something that we aimed to do, to help people, to give some, like you said, give some people their break, just to hear it's actually working, then, it's great to hear.
Because like, it isn't just a Monday and a Wednesday episode out. It's pretty much like a daily thing. Like, we're always talking to each other about ideas. We're always having to message guests to get guests on. We actually do a really good job of getting guests. Like, we've been pretty successful at getting a guest on most weeks. Obviously, if you know anyone, leave them in the comments or message them and tell them to get in touch. Obviously, we're creating like a nice little community of people. Yeah, we've just created a nice little community, aren't we? So I think the more we grow, the more we can reach out to people, and the more we can hear more interest, like a lot of interesting stories. Obviously, later on Wednesday's episode, we've got Tom Taylor coming on, a friend of mine. He's going to talk to us about his rugby career and his PT and stuff. So we're going to have that side of the game of a PT, like how strength conditioning affects a player, affects the brain, because obviously we talk a lot about mental health on here. But I think, talk about mental health, we've got a lot of decent stuff planned. Obviously, we don't want to give too much away, but we've got like we're going to try and do a little charity thing in the summer. So keep your eyes out on a link to that. We've got some really good ideas for it. And I think the idea, Elliot, that you said could work. Obviously, we don't want to say it now. Should we keep it secret?
Yeah, we'll keep everyone literally on the edge of the seats. Just
keep that secret, and we'll sort it. And obviously, we're going to look at getting people involved on our way, what we're doing. So keep your eyes out for a link to that.
And if you want to join in, if people want to join in,
not saying what it is, but if people do want to get involved and join in, please do. I think it's a really good idea. We could raise some decent money for an amazing cause. Obviously, if you've got any charities in mind that you can think of, because obviously we're going down the mental health route. So if there's any smaller ones or charities, just let us know and we'll get in contact with them, see if they can sort us out. Any stuff. I've got just a load of segues. Talking of stuff, we're going to have some stuff sent to us soon, hopefully in the next week. Some nice hoodies. Won't say the brand yet, but by this episode next week, we'll potentially have a discount code for everyone, and hopefully might be wearing our new tops. So
a sponsorship for a small podcast though, to get a collaboration with
I think it's good, and I think it's going to help both of us, because gives them a bit of advertising. Obviously, being a company based in the north, just having a little bit around here where we can promote their stuff. Proper sound guys as well who run it, and we've got some exciting stuff with them in the future. Hopefully, getting some podcasts. Hopefully, should be. I think we need to start filming in person. We need to find a little space that we can film in. Get some cameras, get some mics, and I think it will make the conversations flow easier. Get some guests.
If anyone knows like the type of equipment we might need and stuff, just get in touch so we can start looking into it and
planning. I'd love that, and then I can see Elliot in person.
I'll have to see yours.
So anyway, film for a bit. Hopefully it's a nice little break for everyone. Obviously Mondays can be the worst day of the week. For me, every day is a good one because I'm always happy. But obviously some people aren't. So yeah, watch. Hope you've had a bit. Hope you've just had a laugh. Hope you've just took your mind off stuff for 20, 30 minutes on a Monday night. And obviously we're going to film Tom's in a minute, so we'll catch you on Wednesday. But from me and Elliot, the Ruck off, it's good night.